Hello fellow knobheads and beat people, I'm George, the Gentleman Rocker, and welcome to this news flash of ToySynTH Tuesday. So in this episode, which is just a short news flash as I said, I want to talk about the makers of these two small ToySynths, the US8 and the Happiness, Twisted Electrons. And yeah, there are some problems with the production of this one. There will be a video next week where you see what the problem is, as this is misprinted version. So they have some problems with the print, and yeah, while writing about this problem and asking what to do if you want to have the misprinted one or a really proper printed one if you pre-ordered this small synth, there was a small announcement of I'm working on some other stuff. And yeah, I asked if I could get a little bit more information, and that's what we want to talk about. As I said, we will take a look at this two in depth, or more in depth, in the next real episode. So I will film an unboxing right after this is cut and put online, and then sit down for a week and play with them just to get an idea how good they are and how they compare to the pocket operators, which basically are the equivalent from Teenage Engineering. So they're in the same vein, they also have the same protocol, so they should work together, which is a really cool feature in my opinion. The guy who makes this also does some desktop synths and boutique synths in a way. And I wrote him if he could tell me a little bit more about the new Slimsynths he's working on. And I got some information that I want to give to you. So the two new Slimsynths that they are working on are drum sample kind of related. So the first one will be called DETONE. So the DETONE will be an 8-bit drum machine, and it will use a mix of samples and synthesis, which is a nice idea. It's a sampler, so you should be able to exchange the samples, if I'm right. What it says here, it's a mix of 8-bit samples and synthesis, and should sound very crunchy and feature stuff like ratcheting and real-time effect like drills and pitch bends. Nice. Being 8-bit, it will probably be a sound like the first MPC's really crunchy digital sound, which can be good. The Pocket Operator 12 also has this kind of more aggressive bitty feel. And it says that it can sequence with pitch and decay, has 8 voices and 16 patterns, which will also be chainable. And something that it will have not in common with the PO12, there will be a possibility to shorten the sequences to get some of this polyrhythmic stuff like the drum brutes do. So you can have maybe the kick only have 7 steps and repeat, and the snare only have 3, so that they will run out of order, which is a nice feature in such a small thing. So I'm really looking forward to this, but I'm more interested in the second Slimsynth that they sneaky announced. And this one will be called Overbeat, probably. They told me that this name may be changed, so it's like a working title and they're looking to get the final name. And the detonate with 8 as a number makes sense because it's 8-bit, 8 samples. The Overbeat, I don't know. That's the name they're working with right now. It may change, but this one I'm told is a hi-fi sampler, so it's not this crunchy 8-bit sampling, but high quality sampling, which is nice in pocketable Slimsynth. and it says it features CD quality samples with 8 voice polyphony, and it has an SD card to load the samples from. It will load the samples into Flash, so you don't need to have the SD card in there, you just need it to load the samples from, which is nice. Yeah, you don't have to put a spare SD in there, you just take one you have and transfer the samples. Yeah, and it says it will have similar sequencing features to the DETONE. It will have added effects like, for instance, granular delay. That's what I got. So granular delay sounds nice, and CD quality sounds nice too. I don't know if it can play loops or stuff like that, how much samples you can put in there, how much space it has for high quality CD quality samples. It may be a nice addition to a pocket operator Slimsynth setup. A nice small sampler could go a long way. Both of these will also be available as desktop units, and as I said, the UAcid 8, there is a desktop unit which is the Acid 8, and the Happiness kind of has its own version with the I don't know what it's called. I will put an image up here and a text up there to tell you what the desktop synth is called, which is basically, yeah, this arcade sound chip in a synthesizer form. There will be stuff, and I really hope they will go and make their SID synth into a small synth. They have a really nice analog sounding synthesizer that's based on the C64 sound chip, and it also works with these emulated sound chips which sound really good. Yeah, I would really like to have a smaller synth that emulates a SID chip that you can play with sequence. So if the Twisted Electrons guys are watching this, there might be an idea in there. So yeah, take it. I get it, of course. So these two are very interesting for me, and yeah, this is just a small news flash, so there will be no fancy other stuff around here. So next week, as I said, I look into this too, and the week after we will do some modular stuff. If you haven't watched it already, there is a Modular Monday which went online yesterday, where I put the Neutron into the Rack Brute. There's something to look at my channel, and I will start uploading, there's a fly in here, uploading stuff every other week again. So till then, I see you. Bye.